we have a new project for you. And this time we get to start with a clean slate. So you can see this all stock white GT86 that we have here. It's just someone's daily driver at some point. Now we're gonna take it all apart and convert this into a race car. And we're gonna do a motor swap. Pull this guy out. Different transmission, different suspension, different arms. We're gonna do a full build on this. So it's gonna start how you see it right now in its full stock form, full functioning car, and we're gonna convert it all over to someone's dream car build that's gonna go to the racetrack. We're gonna tell you more about it as we do it, but first let's tear it down. I'm not gonna tell you what engine or exactly what kind of racing this car will be used for. Let's just watch it come to life. So let's check this out. Mark's building. Oh my God. He removed all that from the fans tunnel. We have to make space for Samsonas to fit in there. He's doing spot weld removal. Hopefully that will be all the clearance we need. Over here, we have Mitch is installing some engine brackets so that we could set this in, test fit, and connect the clutch and the transmission to this bell housing as well. And then kind of do some test runs on how everything would go together. He's also gonna throw on the exhaust manifold, it looks like, and the turbo. I think we just caught Mark hurting himself on video. See, ACT triple disc, J3 bell housing, and Samsonas adapter there. We're just getting everything together. Lots of unknowns right now because we haven't built this exact setup before, so looks like there's enough room. We will find out. We're gonna have some time lapse you guys will get to see. That's where we're at right now. The beginning stages. Wisefab front and rear is happening too. All the parts. up, guys? Last we left off with this, you saw it come apart, you saw the engine out, but you didn't see a 2J in there. Let's take a close look at this. 2J's in here, it's mounted. We had some Tessa Manufacturing mounts. We've made a couple things here. We're preparing for a lot to happen, but we also have to pull this back out. If you notice, it's really close here. Mark wants to cut that out and change it. Mark's done a lot of stuff on this. Hey Mark, what was like the hardest thing that you've done so far, or maybe you think that we're gonna have to do? Oh, he made a stainless turbo drain. Yeah, those are never that easy to make, but that part. Yeah, look at how short that is. So usually won't make the whole thing stainless because it'll be like super hard to get it to land perfectly. There is times where we have made it all stainless, but usually we'll do a little part soft line so that you can remove it and get it on and off somewhat easy. Look at how short that soft line will end up being. The fittings are almost touching. Oh, that made it way better. Look at this for the hood, like barely shuts, by the way. Mark cut that out. Put hood pin, like arrow catch latches in there. Hood pin mounts, we're gonna be like a really far stretch off of this structure with like a tab. So then we use the cup and some tubing. And then to make it a little stronger, Mark reinforced that part there because this would just flex too easy and this whole thing was rolling over if you put any pressure on it. We do have front wise fab for this. It's not installed because we're waiting for the IS300 steering rack to show up, and then you gotta cut a bunch of that subframe, almost like half of the meat out of it basically, and get the steering rack in there and then reinforce it. WiseFab has like a full setup to do that. We'll show you when we do that. For now, we're just mocking up so that Mark could build a trans mount. Also, he built, you can see like fuel feed and fuel return lines out of XRP Pro Plus. Look pretty good. This is a mock-up transmission. It's a 4-speed H pattern. He has a 6-speed H pattern Samsonus on order, but it has not shown up yet. It'll probably be here soon, but it's the same exact size. Back here, you see subframe got completely pulled out. We put different bushings in because if you left stock bushings and you're clutch kicking on a drift car, stuff would walk back and forth and move around. So you got to do solid diff bushings, and then wide shafts installed. The Reinhardt coilovers are installed with Swift springs. The diff is out for a rebuild to get an OS Geiken LSD installed. We got new bushings. As you can see, we've cut these other bushings out, pressed the sleeve in for the rear diff bushing holder basically back there. Lots of stuff is happening. The interior fully stripped out. Oh, there's the white line bushings for that I was just talking about. Still got more to do on the inside, obviously, and put a cage. But while that's happening, Mark's still welding on stuff right now, but Mike Perez is here from the East Coast with a Supra, with a V8 in it. Shouldn't be doing that, but he did that.
Sorry.
I don't know how he broke a diff. I guess maybe you like did a clutch kick or something.
I don't know. Some guy showed up and he was like, do a burnout. And I was like, all right, I'll do a burnout. And next thing I know, I'm here. And I think it was a trap because like you had the differential. You set me up.
Yeah, I trapped him. But no, the cool thing is we had the diff that he needed, and then he was able to weld it. He's gonna put it back in. So that part's cool. Mike has a twin brother. That's his twin.
Oh yeah?
It's not really his twin, but you guys want to see this car a little bit? He drove this from the East Coast on the street, fully street legal, somehow. Look, street rod. That's pretty cool. That's the excitement. But hey, Mark, he did so much to this car and he doesn't want to say anything.
Everything.
What was like something that stands out besides the turbo drain?
That was a 2J.
I'll get him to say more next time. When he's in the middle of something he's working on, he'll talk all about that. Oh yeah, the exhaust, maybe, and the intercooler radiator. Got a lot of stuff we gotta do. We have a lot going on. We're gonna be working on some other cars in the meantime with this car. So that's gonna be first episode of this car. Hope you guys enjoyed it, but stay tuned for more stuff coming in the next couple weeks on the GT86.